Undergrad or master's?
Undergrad.
What's your major?
Communications and culture.
Okay.
And I'm going into social work in Tulane in the fall.
Where's Tulane at? Is that? Okay.
So my question is, okay, so I believe that the home is the first school, right? And so while we're doing school reform, I feel like we need to be reforming that first school. And so my idea is that in the form of right churches and mentor programs that we do that. But here I am, fresh out of school, like I'm looking in my community, I'm looking at the academic, the Afrocentric, I'm looking at everybody, and it's like everybody is running away from each other. How do we centralize our energies? Because if we do not do that, like we're gonna perish. And so as the youth coming to the elders who have the wisdom, we have the might, we are out here, we do want to do work, but we don't know which way to go. And so we need guidance, we need that wisdom. Like I have all these ideas, but I don't know which way to turn. I don't have money myself, but I know that if we concentrate our efforts that we can do what we
can get it done.
To do. Yes. And so my question is to you is how do I do that? How do I start like today? Like
okay.
I was tired yesterday.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Let me tell you a couple things you can do. And I'm sure other people here will probably come up to you once we conclude to talk to you too. Two things for me. Number one, if you want to be a part, and this is for anybody, this fall I'm going to be hosting a Pan-African curriculum conference so we can come up with a master curriculum for African children. Are y'all following me? That the school will operate on. But let's say your child lives too far away, they can't go to the school. They will be able to be homeschooled, not with a computer program, but by way of camera, so they're in the classroom with the rest of their classmates. If you want to be a part of that curriculum conference, this is for anybody, make sure you send me an email, Dr. Umar Johnson at Yahoo, so I can let you know where that's going to be at. It might be here in D.C. Might be here in D.C. Also, anybody in here deal with real estate? You need to get a printout of all the schools that are being shut down or are currently shut down and see what the city and district are asking in terms of price. Because if we can purchase the school in Washington, D.C., Dr. Umar will relocate to Washington, D.C. to operate that school. Okay? So if y'all can get the school and we can raise a fundraiser to purchase that school, because the school is the most expensive part of the whole school thing, the real estate. If we can get the school, everything else is peaches and cream. So I need y'all to help me on that if y'all want DC to be the place. Some of y'all say you got to go somewhere else. Some people told me don't come in. Sexual confusion is at an all-time high. I don't know. Okay? But hey, maybe that makes this the place to be then. Because if all the sexually confused brothers are concentrated in DC, then they need to be the first ones re-Africanized. Okay? The other thing for you, sister, is my organization, Team Pan-African. We have a traveling think tank called Meeting of the Minds. First one was in Florida, second one was in Detroit, third one was in Virginia, and the fourth one is going to be in Chicago the 28th to the 30th. This month. You can text me for the flyer. Text me for the flyer. Register is free. All you got to do is get there. Chicago is my most requested place to speak. And that's where the next one's going to be. The last one of 2013 will be in Dallas, Texas. It's free. All you got to do is get there. Then I got to choose 6 more for 2014. I'm going to make DC one of them. So we can come. It's not lecture. It is round table discussion, strategy, process, and planning. So I would love to have you there as a part of that, and all the rest of you as well. Listen to me, brothers and sisters. The information is excellent. The books and the DVDs is beautiful. But what good is it if you have no institutions in which you can teach the stuff? And my problem with so many brothers who share this stage with me in the conscious community is many of them think that the information is the goal. It don't matter how much you know. Only thing matters is what you control. And too many of us have traded in institutions for information. I want the information, but our children need institutions, and so do you. Because institutions change behavior, not information. Institutions do. White supremacy is killing us through institutions. Whose healthcare system do you go to when you get sick? Whose education system do you go through? When you need a job, whose economic system do you participate in? They're killing us because we ain't got our own systems. And my job for being on this earth, my ancestors sent me here to establish systems and institutions. So when Dr. Umar is long and gone, as you see with Booker T. Washington, Tuskegee ain't never gone nowhere because he built an institution. We got to do that, y'all. I wrote that book because it was necessary so y'all can fight to keep y'all kids out of special ed and off them drugs. If it wasn't necessary, I wouldn't have wrote it. I don't want to be another scholar with 1 million books, but who made no change. We got to build institutions, which means we got to put our money together, and that's why it's so hard to organize black people, because y'all don't trust other blacks with your money. The reason black people are behind everybody else is because they have access to capital and we don't. When a Chinese man get off the boat, he go to a bank in D.C., I need $50,000, I want to open up a stop and go in the ghetto. He gets it. You know why? Because there's 50 other stop and goes in the ghetto and they all making big money. But when you go to the store, the bank, and say, I need money because I want to open up a daycare center, they're not giving you that because 2 reasons. Number 1, they know black people don't support black business. And number 2, banks are not giving black people business loans because they're trying to get black people out the inner city. If I give you a loan so you can open a business in the middle of D.C., that's stopping me from getting y'all the hell out of our way. So if we want to finance ourselves, we got to build black banks, brothers and sisters. Marcus Garvey was working on a black bank before he transitioned. We need black banks. I can't stop black women from buying perm. I'm not even going to try to even act like I can. Y'all love that stuff. But maybe I can motivate you to keep your money in the same place, in the same bank, until you buy the perm. At least I can give her a loan for her business off your perm money. At least I can give him a loan for his business off your perm money. In this room right now, you have $250,000 in annual income just here. In fact, you probably got more than now. You got way more than that. You probably got about 3 million in this room. You probably got about 3 million. Then we throw the brothers with the DVDs. That's about another $1 million. So you got about 3 million in this room, right? If all of us could just commit to putting our money in the same bank, that gives us enough money to finance everybody's business.